Hi, my name is Elizabeth Bennett. I use she, her pronouns, and I was born and raised in New England and moved to the West Coast for undergrad here at the University of Washington, where I am entering my senior year as a double major in political science and law societies and justice with a minor in gender, women, and sexuality studies. Growing up, I always knew that I wanted to work with people and find solutions to how we can continue to uplift those around us. And entering college, I knew I wanted to work in the law and specifically with human rights in some capacity. I would love to work with your organization specifically because of the work you do, not only to provide resources and support to families, but how you work to build relationships within the community to continue to foster a system of support and building connections. During my time here at UW, I have worked to do similar things within the university community, including advocating for sexual assault prevention and education in the Greek community as the director of the organization Greeks Take Action, which aims to educate students about the culture of interpersonal violence perpetuated by sororities and fraternities by creating and having conversations about what it means to be a bystander and how to stand up for survivors. As the director, I worked to research and build trainings that allowed our board to create content to educate others through facilitated conversations by understanding the knowledge of the group as a whole and creating a conversation from that point, and then taking our knowledge as people who have done extensive research and have become educated as bystanders and incorporating that into the conversation. To create change and create conversations that can extend beyond 5 people who tell 5 other people, and it creates a network of connections and conversations to really make a change and a difference in the community. I also held a position as the vice president of membership programming in my sorority, which entails creating a stronger sense of connection in the organization through philanthropy and meaningful relationships. With our sorority's philanthropy being domestic violence awareness, it is something that brings us all together as a community of survivors that recognize and acknowledge what brings us together in the meaning of sisterhood. As communications and marketing intern for the Women's Action Commission, which I also worked for the University of Washington, now referred to as the Gender Equity Commission, I worked on creating partnerships with other organizations on campus for collaboration on events, including promoting on social media platforms, as well as creating infographics that were shareable via social media to educate students on current events, and especially events on gender equity in the world and on our campus. So when I received an email that your organization was looking for interns, and going to the website and seeing how all the work you do seems to embody everything I'm not only interested in, but have been working on throughout my time as a student and activist, I knew I wanted to get involved in some way. I personally am really interested in how you do crisis intervention to continue to build connections in communities and what steps are taken beyond intervention, such as prevention, and continuing to foster that through the resource and support programs that you work on, like therapy, counseling, and career development.